Hey guys, sadly, I've just heard from Warren. He's sick. He can't come in. Isn't up to being on live today, so he's not going to be here. So you've just got me at the moment. Um, yeah. To be honest, guys, if I had known um, earlier that he was not, I would have cancelled today because I'm not in a good headspace and my mental health taking a bit of a toll today. So, but I'm here. We are here, and that is what counts. But in all transparency, I remember my vape ran out at 5 o'clock last night. I haven't had anything since then. My anxiety's up and down, and the shop doesn't open till now, and that's where Jen is. So I'll feel a little bit better once I get some nicotine because I got a little bit of nicotine. Um, I know, love. I know. Um, it's actually really good. I know this is meant to be our autism month that we're doing. It's a really good opportunity to talk about what it's like for someone like smoking. We know smoking's bad. We know vaping's supposed to be bad, right. But there are people like me who I started smoking when I was 11, and I've been smoking off and on my entire life since then. And when I moved in New Zealand, vaping laws are different than Australia. Over here, banned. Like you can't just walk into a vape shop and buy vape juice. Like in New Zealand, I can walk into my shop and go, I want that 3 milligram, this size bottle, walk out, sweet, done. Over here, you can't do that. And so I have, in all honesty, this morning had this massive meltdown because I hate the law. I hate the way they do it. I hate the way they ostracize people. You can still walk into a shop, please. I don't get it. You can walk into a shop, you can buy cigarettes that have 4,000 freaking chemicals in it per stick. And I can't go into a shop and get a 3 milligram or 6 milligram vape juice. I don't get it. So yeah, that's my rant for this morning. Jenny's actually not here at the moment. She's gone for a drive. But anyway, I will start at the top. We will get the show on the road. We will be here for at least an hour, and we're going to go from there. Gammy, hello, beautiful. How are you? Hello, Christopher, my squishy. I love you. Tessa, good morning. Angie, good morning. Amber, good morning. Cindy, good morning. Who else? Kath, I think I see. Good morning. Sarah, hello. Sarah Bryce, hello. Trina, hello, sweetie. Oh, hang on. I am now. That was my husband. Hello, Trina. Hello, Liz. Hello, Deborah. Hello, Tijuana. So yeah. Yeah, I'm a little bit fragile right at this point in time, but I'll be all right once yeah. So how is everybody? How have you found this week? Have you had a good week? Have you had a bad week? Have you had an okay week? Let's talk. What is everybody diamond painting? Yeah, it's when Rory rings, that's what happens. Oh, it's cold here this morning. Apparently it's 14 degrees, but it feels like 5, to be honest. Yeah, I know what you're DPing. Oh, no, Kath, was that for work or just because you couldn't sleep or... Let's just have a mental health check-in. It is Mental Health Awareness Month. Let's have a mental health check-in on everybody. Somber week. You doing all right, lovely? Why is it being put under review, Sarah? Oh, Angie, you are, like, seriously, I don't know how you find time. I haven't had, normally I would have done a lot more. I've done one section since we started this event in a week. I feel very, very kind of letting myself down on that one a bit. But it's just been crazy. Lots been happening, as you guys know. And yeah. Oh, Rose, I'm so sorry, hon. Oh, Sarah. You know what? The one thing I've learned in this business, in any business, there is always going to be someone who is nasty and complaining. And yeah, someone is never going to be happy. Trying but hard week. Oh, Trina, I'm sending you much love, honey. I'm so sorry. Angie, super, super proud of you. I nearly had one this morning. It's been a month, but honestly, it's been very touch and go this morning for me. It's not been an easy week for me either. Like, and I'm not talking about supporting Jenny. That's been easy. That's been the thing. It's the reliving moments is quite hard. No, I'm not sleeping well either, Sarah. I'm barely getting 5 hours at the moment. Oh, okay. Oh, Kath. Oh, look, I could do with a day of procrastinating. I really could. But I have a housework that needs doing. We've been so busy for the last couple of days, like the last week. I'm behind in my washing. I'm behind in my dishes. My floors need a vacuum. Anyone want to come clean my house for me? Hey, Jeremy. How are you, honey? We're just having a mental health check-in. Oh, Trina, we love you, sweetie. Emotions way off and way off. Yeah. Must be. See, Christopher, that's how I feel too. Like, I just feel like I'm on this, like, scramble of emotions this week. It's just been up, it's been down, it's been all over the place. Well done, Angie. Well done. Oh, sorry, Tessa. My anxiety is like through the roof today. It seriously is. Hi, Diane. It is good to openly talk about mental health. It is good to talk about how you're feeling. It is good. We need to do this more. We need to reach out to people and say, hey, I'm not coping today. Poor Jen today went to the bank, got back, and I was sitting there and I'm tears streaming down my face, sobbing my heart out, all because I can't have a vape. Like, that was it. For some people, that is nothing. For me, that was the straw that broke the camel's back. No, it's not. Like, Angie, honey, a month today. Okay, a month on Monday for me it was, right? And I'm sitting here, I have not had a vape or a cigarette or anything since 5 o'clock. I am seriously in detox because I need my little bit of nicotine. It is the one thing that helps with my anxiety, keeps me calm, blah, 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 blah. And I am addicted to my little vape, and I like my little vape, and I'm not going to make any apologies for that. Yeah. Oh, my husband would tell you I'm very drinking. So I've been a bit grumpy this morning, and I've been a bit snappy, and even Kenzie had a raised voice moment from me, which doesn't normally happen, but it's been a rough week. I swore I wasn't going to cry, but apparently I am. We could try to, but I'm okay, catching up with some housework, so that's all right, Deborah. We've all got that to do. I have so many blessings in my life. I have no way. I do not feel like I have the right to feel this way. And that's how I feel right now. No, it's the same as what it was the other day. Sorry, guys. No. This is a real moment. We do real moments here. It's just tied up. Still the same colour. Haven't redyed it. Yeah, it's okay not to be okay. Exactly. Awesome. It's good, Linda. So I'm going to tell you guys, sharing is always hard. Always has been. My makeup's a little smudge. I'm just, it's what's the word? Not having a mental breakdown, don't panic. I've got something in my eye now. That's what's making it. Okay, hang on a second, guys. Oh, okay, that stings. Okay, tears are worse. There's a mixture of tears now. All right. My nicotine's arriving, so I'm going to get a little bit more balance in a minute. Oh, Dream. Linda, this is life. It has been a week. It has been a week, and it's okay. It's okay to have moments when you're not okay, and it's okay to share that with people you care about. And one thing I've wanted with this channel is for it to be a real channel and always be real. Nothing major's happened. Please understand I'm fine physically. Mentally not so much today, but I'm fine. It has been a heavy week. It's been a week where I've relived some painful moments. And that was 3 days of them. And that's the reality of it. When you share stories of your life to people, and I knew that this was going to be a week of it, and I had prepped myself. We got real. Thank you. I got
Everyone's special. Let it out if you need to let it out, woman.
It is. You guys heard her story, and you heard what we've been through, and sharing that even 15 years down the track is never easy. Jenny's slowly been watching me crack this week. So
it happens.
Yeah.
And we'll get through it. Oh, for fuck's sake.
I have nicotine. It's going to be good. Thank you, Jen. Jen would have got me some. Yeah. And I've had 15 years of bottling up and sharing just little bits when I felt comfortable.
We're human.
When
Nicola, can I have part of the seat, please? My ass ain't that small.
That's why it didn't give me. It was too. help
Just let me
people
sit down first and then you can move.
understand that it's not scary. There are moments like this when you've gone through it all. This is part of the healing process. And I say this to people when I'm doing healings and readings myself.
Collar.
Letting this out is part of the healing process, and sharing the stories is part of the healing process. This, as horrible as it feels right now, is part of the healing process. And it's good for you guys to see that I'm
human.
Yeah, I'm human. And things hurt. And it's been a rough week. It's been an emotionally rough week, not a physically rough week. My body's kind of all over the place, but
You are a pain in the
I should have
ass,
just not have
dog.
bothered with my makeup. I knew I was emotional this morning.
This boots you.
And it's just kind of like a little aftermath.
What size feet does Kenzie have?
7, 8.
She might score herself a set of boot shoe.
You don't like them?
They're digging into me like really badly.
Yeah.
But that's fine. We'll just look for something else.
Thank you, guys. Had my first nicotine hit. Oh, do you know how good that tasted?
Don't hide my mouse.
I'm sorry, guys. This is not what I had planned today. I was planning on doing Warren. Warren's not feeling great. And with Warren, we work around his schedule. So when he's feeling up to it, we will get it. You're there. Oh, that sounded wrong. Sorry.
Sorry, I'm fighting a dog. A dog that doesn't want to give up a friggin' seat.
Oh, me too, Christopher. I wish we could have a hug. I will go back and read messages, guys, when I can. I'm not so blurry. We all have stories, and I keep telling people this. We all have stories, and I love hearing your stories. And I share little bits here and there throughout, But
can you just send me the link?
Oh, okay, yeah. I was going to invite Jenny, and Jenny's coming in. Don't
Because-
forget to turn your mic off.
Still off from last night.
Jenny just did an emergency run down to the vape store for me.
And I didn't get lost.
And she didn't get lost and got me some vape juice because it didn't open. The problem was it didn't open until 9 o'clock and it closed at 6. And I was busy. We were busy organizing some other business stuff that was going on. And we asked, it got missed being picked up on the way home from somebody else. So, yeah. I know you guys love me and I love you all so much. And this is just a real moment. We do that here. We do real moments. I don't pretend to be anybody else. You guys get the good and the not so great. And I'm blessed to have, Jenny has been fantastic. Even though she's going through her stuff, and Rory, Rory knew that this was going to be hard. I've had Grace reaching out because she knew it was going to be hard. And Chris, and like a lot of you have all messaged me and reached out. And it's been great, and I thank you. But, well, there's no but, isn't it? But it is what it is. And I don't say that to brush it off because I don't brush things off. I deal with things. I've been very spoiled this week, and I've been very loved this week. And I feel a little bit guilty for feeling this way right now, but I think it's just the lack of nicotine in my system and the fact that it's Friday.
You were going into meltdown. You weren't going to wait till 11 o'clock. I'm sorry.
No.
Hey, Ange. Hey, everyone.
So yeah.
Sorry, I'm trying to use cold to warm my hand up. I don't think she's too impressed because my hand's like a block of ice.
Yeah. And it's yeah. Just I think there's a lot of reliving of some of the hardest times that we've had with having our beautiful princess. You relive it. You go, and like I've never lied to you guys. I've always said I suffer PTSD, and there's been a few triggers this week. And Friday is normally my down day, and this is what my down day looks like sometimes. I know, we know, Chris, we know.
We're hoping to go to the city today. I'm not happy at the moment.
We have to go on we're hoping to go on a hunt. We know a place that's got what we're looking for, because this is me, I think.
Oh, we've basically got what we're looking for,
Yeah.
but I'm waiting for money to come into the bank. As soon as that comes into the bank, we're getting the car keys, we're going in the car, and we're going to pick it up.
Mm.
Thank you, Cassandra. I did get your email.
I think for both of us, we've been bouncing our emotions off each other all week. And it's
Never be sorry, Ange. Sometimes it's good to get things out, and it's just one of those days that she ran out of vape. The vape wasn't picked up. I should have turned around and put my foot down and gone and got her one yesterday. I didn't do that, so I did it this morning.
You guys just caught me, like I've been breaking all morning, so.
Oh, yes, she has. And I'm saying it's, okay, calm down, calm down, calm down.
No, Amber, it doesn't. If anything, it's, I don't remember readings at all. Like, I've done readings for Jen. She can sit there and go, do you remember when you said this? I'll go, no. Because I literally cleanse it straight out of my body straight away. So we'll have a question in it. We'll just do questions and talking and general chat today.
When we pick up what we've got to pick up, you'll be told.
Yeah.
Because someone will be shouting it from the roof.
Yes, I will. I'm just going to change the title of this video because it's not. We're going to make it Mental Health Month, a mental health episode.
And she ran out at 5 o'clock last night, so I've never seen someone.
I did well last night.
Oh, you were sucking on those vapes last night, trying to get the last little bits out of them.
Yeah.
There was nothing this morning. And unfortunately, the vape shop didn't open till 9 o'clock.
Yeah. So, yeah. Yeah. The no nicotine did not. I've got to have. Okay, so nicotine is addictive, and anyone who's smoked or been through down that road knows that. And I gave up smoking a month ago, but I still have nicotine is something that you slowly reduce. You don't gradually reduce. My body kind of went into a bit of a shock this morning. So yeah, we're going to have a mental health thing. I can't change the title. I'll change the title on this later.
Yeah, Sunday's going to be a hard day for me too, Diane. Yeah.
Me too, because I'm away from my son this Mother's Day as well. I think there's a lot of us mums who are going to be finding it hard I can't, we're all going to be going through something. Mother's Day is not going to be the best day, but we will.
No, Kath, you don't know what we're picking up.
No. This is a big. This is something we've been working on for a little while.
Yes.
And it's D-Day either today or tomorrow. So, yeah.
Well, as soon as the bank gets her act together.
Yeah.
Oh, my God, Gammy. I think she'd climb the walls if she had to wait 5 days for it.
Yeah. Okay, so in New Zealand, you don't need a prescription to get vape with nicotine in it. Over here, you Duke, and I normally have a juice. I have a whole mod system. Actually, I'll get it.
We are actually changing that today. She's going to have the system back.
I'm sitting here I'll show them one.
Yeah, Jeremy, I've been smoke free for a while. When I was down last time, I do admit I had a couple, but I didn't enjoy them.
All I really need to do is really clean this and go find get the juice. And
don't you need a battery? And where do you get batteries from?
We'll have to go to a vape shop for that.
Well, we will go to a vape shop today.
So this is like it's okay. It needs a clean, guys. So excuse it. So this is normally what I use when I vape. This is what I use in New Zealand. It takes 2 batteries, and you normally have 4 because you charge it. And I have the charger here. I don't even know how many quarters I've got left. Let's have a look. Oh, I've got 2 left, so that's all right. This came over on the plane. They threw out my batteries, and then they brought in the vape law here where you have to have a prescription to get stuff with nicotine in it, and it kind of sucks. So that's normally what I do, and I never ran out, never ever. And then I started smoking a year ago again, and as you guys know, and then I've been in the last month trying to quit smoking. I haven't had one. There is okay, this is how stubborn I was this morning, wasn't it? There's half a smoke sitting out there from Rory, and I could have quite easily smoked that, but I chose not to. 5 days gave me, I couldn't do 5 days. I can barely do 12 hours.
Oh, Amber.
Amber, my love. You know, okay, let me just go back and read some. Sorry, I was crying through some of this. I'm just going to go back. So everyone who's just come in, hello. We've had a change of topic where it is mental health month as well, guys. So we're going to make this a mental health chat where everyone, we can all talk about how we're feeling. Let's all talk about how we're feeling because we all have rough days. Kath, thank you. I know you guys love me, and I'm so blessed to have all of you in my life, and I can't tell you that enough. Angie, what are you feeling? Oh, no, don't feel bad for me, honey. It's just a moment, guys. This is just a moment. I'm feeling better now. I've got a little bit of nicotine in my blood system again. I'm starting to.
Yeah, you can tell she's calming down.
Yeah. Chris, I know I can reach out. We know. Scavenger hunt, Christopher, we are going on one. It'll be one. So, yeah. God help us. Yeah, I don't have the same stories, but we all have them. Yeah, I know you. Yeah, I'm glad I could help you, Chris. Yeah, Angie, no vape, not a good mix. I vaped for 7 years. I quit smoking and vaped for 7 years and did really well. And I'm quite happy to vape. My lungs cope with it fine. I've had my lungs checked regularly, make sure there's no side effects, and I'm very, very careful over it. I've had a terrible day today with all the talking myself. Oh, Diane, honey, I can't even begin to imagine. Oh, actually, on a Father's Day perspective, I can understand. So, we are here for you. We love you. And this one is the first, and I've said this to Chris last year, and I say it to people quite regularly. The first year is the hardest. There is a lot of firsts, and it sucks. I don't know how I helped you, Chris, but I'm glad I could. Yeah. So
no, no one else has. Everyone else is being really supportive.
Yeah. I think I scared enough people yesterday to not. Oh, I hope I did. Not you guys, but just in general. I made it very, very clear. Oh, Angela, like, for the first, I was so, yesterday, for the first time and ever, like, because Rory still smokes, and it doesn't bug me that he smokes, but he walked in, and I turned around and I said to him, for the first time,
you could smell it.
I could smell that he'd been out for a smoke, and that was the first time.
And that we were walking behind a lady the day we went to see my mum. We grabbed some lunch before we went down there. And a lady was smoking like a chimney in front of us, and it was disgusting.
Even I was turning up my nose. So I've got that reaction now. So yeah. Amber, you know what, honey, I'm going to tell you, it's okay to be angry. It really is. I've done that road with somebody else, and it's okay to be angry occasionally. So please just, process it as you need to, love. Angela, if you've only had a few cigarettes with the stress that I know you live under, I am so proud of you. Angie, thank you. I almost did, but I'm stubborn, and you guys probably know that about me now. I lost it with my boss at work. Sarah, we have days. Look, today, poor Jen, I apologize. I snapped at her.
Okay. I just snapped back.
She did. I snapped at Rory. I snapped at Kenzie.
No, Rory, that was coming because he should have picked up.
Yeah. Oh, he's feeling bad enough about that. So.
Oh, good.
Yeah. Yeah. I still find Father's Day hard. Father's Day, like, I'm sorry, guys. I'm not going to apologize for that. I still have my mum, but I don't have my dad's. And that for me is the hardest time. August is a rough month. You guys are being pre-warned. It is the anniversary of Bridie. It's the anniversary of my second dad. And yeah, seconds suck, but they're easier. You're right. Tessa, I so much I can say right now, but I will not say it on a public channel. But you're not alone, honey.
Kath, regardless of what people say, you are a mum. You may not be a mum and have in the physical sense that you don't have Zach there with you, but the moment you carried him in your belly made you a mum.
Honey, I became a mum when I was 18, and I had people say the same thing. And I'm going to tell you this right now. You are a mum so much. And never forget that. Never, ever forget that.
If I hear anyone saying that to you, they will deal with me.
Angela, that's good. I'm glad you're not. I think mine was just the nicotine. That was the stress of everything. I've been very anxious about what today's chat was meant to be, because I'm very, very protective over Warren. So I've been kind of working out with that, and I've been supporting Jenny. And then there was the whole telling Kenzie's story, which was very, very emotionally draining for me.
Society's horrible. People out there are truly horrible to say things like that.
Kath, as far as everybody in this room is concerned, you are a mother. Yes, you are the mother of an angel, but what a beautiful blessing he is, and he is a beautiful baby. And I have something to tell you, but I will not tell you publicly. I will message you later. But I will tell you one thing. He's always with you, honey. Always.
And Kath, he is gorgeous.
We're going to be doing an event next year where we and it's going to be coming with disclaimers, because there is going to be some very hard, and it's going to be a very emotional month for many of us who have angel babies. And we're going to share stories, and we invite you all to be a part of it, and all to come in, and even if it teaches you one thing, and that is compassion for someone who has been through a loss of any description when it comes to losing a baby and wanting a family. That's what we want to share. We want to share. And I'm blessed because I'm at the other end of it. But if you guys could see my TikTok feed, I am on just about so many women's feeds who are going through IVF or infertility treatments and stuff, and miscarriages and infant loss. And I am supporting so many people and giving them just words of encouragement and love, because it doesn't hurt to do that. It's free. I do practice what I preach. Me too, Chris.
Rose actually met my rainbow baby. He cooked her food for you. He's my rainbow baby. And I never realised it to him until just recently. Yeah,
hashtag still my baby, DP. That's the hashtag we're working on at the moment with it. And that will be in next October, not this month, not this October this year, next October. I'm Kath, and the reason why I've chosen next October is because the first one is the hardest. The first anniversary is the hardest. And I want to make sure the focus is on us supporting you and not making it about an event. So
it'll be next year.
It'll be next year.
And we would like to we want the time to plan it right.
Losing a child is, I think, for me, has been the worst. I've lost 13 if you count with Bridie. I've got 12. I've had 12 miscarriages. I've never, ever once hidden that from anybody. And it's been a rough journey, and I'm not going to lie, but I count my blessings that I have been blessed with 2 rainbow babies. And yeah, it's not easy. Hiya, baby cakes. So, you know, Kath, I will be there for you in October because I know that it's going to be, I'm there for you now, you know that, but definitely in October I will be on calling. Well, we were going to do, okay. So, my real dad's birthday was October. Oh, no, my real dad passed away in October. So it's a hard month for me too, Jeremy. So I understand. So we can support each other, and we'll make October a month of supporting and loving each other. They're always with you, Chris. We've all had loss. We've all lost someone that we've loved and cared about, whether it's one person, 10 people, 20 people, it doesn't matter. It's all loss, and it all hurts, and we just need to support each other. And that's what counts.
Actually, yeah, I lost them in October too. That's an always month.
And my day was the 14th.
No, it was the 17th.
Oh, same day as yeah. There's 6 years between Jordan and for the same reason, Amber, definitely. So how about we do a month of, on October, we know there's a breast cancer awareness month, and it's probably a really, really good time to do it. And we, no event, no nothing.
Hey, Stacey.
We just do a month where it's about love, and we
have the breast cancer awareness in October, so we can combine it with that.
Yeah, we just share love and show people, make sure that we're doing love.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, honey, this isn't so much of a party. It's more of an emotional roller coaster.
Yeah, it's one of those days, Stacey.
We have days where are just rougher than others, and mine was this morning, and I'm starting to come. I've got a little bit of nicotine in my system now, so I'm feeling a bit better. Oh, honey, I had a meltdown. That's all. Ran out of vape.
I had to go on an emergency run.
It was the straw that broke the camel's back this morning.
It's been an emotional week. There's no denying that. Retail
therapy has helped a little bit, but the emotions still need to be dealt with. And that's what this morning was me just releasing. And like Jen got back to the car and I said to her, you just have to give me a moment. I'm just releasing because that's what I needed to do.
Your honey boo boo and I'm Jenny hoo hoo.
So yeah. Because I'm still getting over COVID as well. I'm still not 100% with that, and so everything just kind of broke. We've had a very busy week. If you saw my house, you'd tell. I have. Should we show them my box collection?
Yeah, she's addicted, people.
Do you guys want to see my box collection? No, I'm not talking that box. I'm talking those boxes.
I know Stacey's falling.
Look, see all those boxes over there? They're all empty. I have been stocking up on winter bedding and pillows.
I think the posties go, oh God, not that place.
Yeah. Maybe, Stacey, maybe. I haven't done myself one properly yet, but I probably will do that today because the best time for me to do my readings is when I am emotionally raw. Oh, yes, and don't forget there is Thank you, Cindy, for reminding me. I had slipped my mind. I apologize. We also for in October. So you've got in October there is the Breast Cancer Awareness Month, but there's also the Goddess Spiritual Month for us pagans, where most of us are joining in and supporting Sydney and Amber's event. And I will be bringing in my the first Josephine wall that I actually got, thanks to Jenny, is Never Tickle a Sleeping Dragon. That's one I was talking about last night. That reminds me of Rory, because he's my little green dragon. And yeah. No,
Thank you, Stace. Sorry, I'm waiting for something to be told that's in the bank. So, sorry, I'm still fighting a chair with a dog, and the dog is determined not to move.
She doesn't like sharing that chair, does she?
Well, I'm sorry, Cola. You've got no choice.
So yeah, so we all have bad days. Mine was this morning. I've got nicotine in my system again. I'm starting to feel better. I'm probably going to suck a little bit. That's going to sound good. I'm going to suck a little bit on camera.
Do what you need to do. I said bank, Stacey, not back. Bank. No, she's not getting a new car.
No. Shall we just tell them? Shall I just tell them?
You can tell them.
Okay, so one thing that I left behind in New Zealand was, and I gave it to my son to help him, was my laptop. And one thing I actually really do need, because I'm part business owner and I need a specific type of one. And so we've been working on it behind the scenes for a couple of months now between us, and it's arrived and we're just waiting for the funds to clear, and then we're going to go and get it. So yes, I will be.
So when the funds go in the bank, I'm not telling her. I'm just going to say to her, grab your car keys, get in the car, and get your ass moving.
So there is something wonderful happening today and tomorrow, and because tomorrow night we're going to Gracie's, and so I'm glad this happened today, because I think it would have kind of erupted tomorrow, and I don't want to ruin tomorrow night. Yeah. So it's because of the graphic requirements for my artwork and my programs that I use, I need a specific, a minimum specific graphics card.
I think the bank account's going to be screaming though.
Yeah.
Oh.
So we've managed to get that today. Hopefully all going well. Trust me, I will do a live from it for you guys. But there's going to be lots of I've got to connect my hub to the network so I can, because all my art stuff sits on a hub, and as long as this computer's on, I can access it. I can be sitting up in the lounge with hubby, and yeah. And it's if I say to the gamers out there that I'll be able to game with super speed, you'll understand.
It's a business laptop.
It is a business laptop, yes. It will be designed. It's designed specifically to do the artwork that I need, and then this beast can go in for an overhaul,
which it desperately needs.
Yeah.
It's actually not bad as your car needs a desperate overhaul or a bomb put in it, one of the two.
I'd go with the bomb, but I need it. Okay, so that camera, is that focus? Am I blurry to you, or is it just me?
It needs to. If you get pulled, I will tell you now. If you get pulled up in that car and they decide to do a roadworthy check, your car will be taken off the road like that.
It's the bomb. It is the bomb. And once we've got a plan in place, our plan. So.
Well, I'm just warning you. If they pull you up, they will pull it off the road like that.
It just means 2:00 wake-ups for Kenzie.
Oh, God.
Because I'll need to be able to get her to school. So we'll be down to 1 cup. Maybe, right down to 1 cup. Right? Oh, yes, Stacey. It means I'll be able to work from the lounge. So yeah, I can tell you we are working on cups and posters at the moment. Not the design aspect of it yet. They will be all done in, because I have to, that takes a bit of
We're
time.
going to put an order in for some cups.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
You got those that were in last night's live would have heard Rory going on how he wants the Gorilla series. Well, we have done
You suck trying to talk quietly on there because I don't think they can hear you.
Yeah. I've ordered him for our anniversary as part of his anniversary present, Houdini on a cup. So yeah. And we're going on a hunt today as well, all going well. And we're going to see if we can find him at least one box of his favorite beer.
Oh, we can do that today.
They will, okay, so the cups will work along the same line as we do with the canvases. They'll be printed on demand. They will be set designs because I am very particular on how my artwork looks, which is why I've chosen this specific company, because I've done this before. All we're doing is amalgamating my little business that I had into Uniquely Yours, which has been the plan. So I have had my suppliers. The difference is instead of it just being in New Zealand, it is now worldwide. So we are making sure that the printing can be done. I think there's 6 links I gave Stacey where we can get them printed, so you guys aren't having to wait weeks and weeks for shipping.
Bearing in mind, we have rights to use Jasmine Becker Griffith's artwork however we see fit. So
we will be organising the cups for those as well, and posters and stuff. The posters will come in one size only, and that is the size that I unboxed on here. That is the A1. Because that's standard poster size. These are proper posters. They're not little things. These are huge, like the Egyptian Queen of the Nile that I showed you guys last month. It was last month. Okay. Yes, we've got to do that too.
We can do that today.
Yeah.
We will be organising that as well. There's a lot we want to organise, but there's a lot. We were putting plans in place. We had things we were going to do.
But we need to get a new agent.
We contacted Rose's contact, and they unfortunately really let us down. So we're going back to square one. So they have always been these plans in place. There's other things I'm thinking about too with Rose's artwork, with Jasmine Becker Griffith's artwork, that we can do. But now that I'm staying down here for at least a week longer, due to I want to see Mum a few more times before I go back. We can sit down and we will have an afternoon where we'll sit and do a planning afternoon on exactly what we want to do. We'll get on a call with Stace, get her to look up some few things and get it all all set up.
There are big plans that have been in the pipeline for a while, and we're almost at the stage where we can start launching them. The laptop means I'm going to be able to sit quietly and actually do all the images for the cups because they need to be pre-done, so they're all ready to go.
The thing is, when we combined forces and we joined both businesses, we had planned for things for 18 months down the track. We knew it would probably take us that long. Things have been advanced by about 12 months. So it's like it just takes time for us to do the things we want to do and for you guys to have the patience. And that isn't, we've always had, and I've always had the thing of wanting the cups and that sort of thing. Yeah. But it's getting the time to do it. We are now starting to do that.
Yeah. Chris, I know what you mean. Chris has had asked me for a special permission and he's been granted it. So that will be revealed by Chris at a later date. But, you know, one thing I love about this channel is it's brought all of you into my life. And I'm so blessed that you guys aren't just people who come in and chat each day. You guys are family. And I want you guys to really know that each and every one of you, we value and love each and every one of you.
You guys have showed that more times
Yes, too.
than I can even think.
Yeah. I mean, we're different than most diamond painting companies. We're a lot more out there and a lot more open and a lot more approachable. And we share parts of our lives, personal lives with you guys. You guys get a lot of information about us personally. And that all started because there was a certain person who used to fangirl, not mentioning any particular name.
Okay, Angela.
Take care, love. Give Raven a hug for me.
And tell Raven that
Hi, Michelle.
Cole is sitting here. Hey, Michelle.
So yeah, and I wanted people to know me as an artist, as someone who was real and approachable, and that was the original thing for this channel, and it's kind of developed and grown and evolved into so much more, and it's so much better, and I'm really, really happy about
I've really got to know you as an artist, but on the same token, I don't know whether there's many businesses out there that do what we do.
No.
So apart from getting to know you as an artist, they've got to know us as a company.
Angela.
So I feel that's really good because they now know that we're approachable. Now that I've sort of had time to calm down, the comments from that email were utterly ridiculous. It's not like we hide in a hole and we aren't approachable. Yeah, so.
Oh, that's my room bathroom. Oh, look, honestly, even like this morning, as raw and as emotional as I was feeling, not being on was not an option. To be honest, if I'd known Warren was not cancelling, we're both postponing it for later in the month when he's feeling up to it, I would have cancelled this morning because I don't share this side of me very easily, not even with those who are very close to me. I'm used to being the strong person who everyone comes to, and it's always very hard for me to reach out and go, I need support, or I need to be hugged, or I need, normally Rory's my go-to. And he was at work this morning, and Jenny got it. So
that's fine. I'll just give it back to you. I don't. It brushes off my back. I don't take offence to it. I knew you were freaking out because of the vape situation. But I'm going to certainly, if you're going to bite, I'm going to put you back in your place and say it's time to calm down.
The difference is when I'm once I've worked my way through it, I can own. Like you guys have heard me saying, I own what I do.
Yeah. This is why we get on so well. We don't really fight. We may turn around and disagree with certain things, but we don't fight as like that. And we value each other's opinion. And we're so glad that you love spending that time with us, Jeremy.
And Sarah. All of you. You all come in
all
regular.
Of you. Yeah.
Jeremy, have you been sick? I love the blend of people in here too. Like, one of the things, like, everyone's warm and loving and supportive.
It doesn't matter where you come from, what you do. Oh goodness, Jeremy, headaches. Yeah, that's with me. Stress, as Rose has found out, stress normally manifests with me with severe headaches. And yes, I've had a few of them this week.
Sorry, I'm a little bit frozen this morning.
It's a little bit frozen. I'm going to be blunt. It's fucking freezing this morning. I'm accustomed to Queensland weather, and my other half thinks it's hilarious. I'm down here freezing my buns off.
So there's been lots of it. Jenny has spoilt me so much this week, and she knows how grateful I am. Dukes up, girls. Yeah, wet strong. Put your fists up, Berta. Fight like a smurf. That's what I tell my daughter.
Kath, my feet are like 2 blocks of ice.
Because Kath, you're an Aussie. Whereabouts in Aussie?
I think she's in New South Wales.
New South Wales. So she's between you and I normally.
Yeah, she's sandwiched in the middle.
Oh, look, I'm still learning geography-wise where New
Bring it on,
Zealand is.
Berta. Come on, bring it on, girl.
It's sorted.
Michelle, stress is there. Stress is life. Regardless what you do, you're going to be stressed.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's like, unfortunately, my PA and Stacey saw, and Rose saw the aftermath of me being stressed yesterday, because I lost it probably more than I have in a while, because I needed to vent it out. Because seriously, if the person that sent that email had been in the same state I was in, me and him would have met face to face.
I bought new pillows, or 2 new pillows for our bed, and it's one I've got to go pick up another 2 sometime. But we wanted to test them out, and for Roy and I both side sleepers, and these are actually designed for side sleepers. And I actually had a really I was asleep by midnight, which is a shocker for me, and I slept right through till 6 o'clock.
Well, that's good. Yeah, it's going to be a bitter winter. I think it's going to be bitterly cold. I think we will be doing a little bit more retail therapy, and I will be getting some thicker socks, because these don't cut it. I've got
my thick socks on with this, and because I've got tradie socks, and they're awesome.
I'm going to get some fluffy thermal socks.
It's according to my computer, it's 16 here, but it doesn't. It feels more like 4.
Your computer's lying to you, because mine says 15. Hang on. Hey Siri, what's the current temperature in Point Cook?
It's currently 12 degrees.
Our computers are lying. It's 12 degrees, but it feels like about 2.
When I moved over here, I moved over at the beginning of August, so it was just kind of the end of winter. I didn't bring a lot of clothes with me either, and
Stacey, my one would have to be at the moment The Walking Dead, but I haven't actually watched the last of the seasons. I haven't had time. When I get my office properly, I'll spit it out in a minute. Properly set up, I'm getting a TV set up, and I'm going to be able to binge watch that. I am a Doctor Who fan, not as fangirly as Rose is, but I am a Doctor Who fan. I do like sci-fi.
Yes.
Okay, dog.
It does, in New Zealand where I lived sort of in the country, Oropi area. Sarah will know what that is.
Their viewing pleasure logo.
And whenever it snowed down south, you'd get a southerly wind, and because we were on a hill, we would feel it. And that's what this feels like. It feels like a typical New Zealand winter day. If any of you ever come to Melbourne, please know you're welcome to visit or stay a night or whatever. Oh, Penny, that sounds beautiful. Yeah, it's cola. Reading socks. I can't wear socks to bed. Even in the middle of winter, it's probably a bit of TMI, I actually still sleep butt naked. I have 3 blankets, heavy blankets on my bed that I hide under, but yeah, no, I can't. I like to let my body breathe. Mine's set for New South Wales. That's what the problem is. So it's actually 15 here And they reckon it feels like 15, but yeah, we're going to have a high of 20, apparently. I'll believe that when I see it.
What's that?
Of it being, it's 15 degrees. Mine was set, for some reason, my computer's set for New South Wales. I have no idea.
So there's cola for their viewing pleasure
Yeah.
until I get my slippers because my feet cut off twice.
Totally can, yeah. What, baby? What? Oh, baby. Hey, can we it? Yeah, but it's for me too. I have to let my body breathe. If it gets super, super cold, I'll put a t-shirt on at night. But yeah, I have this thing about letting my body breathe at night. All my kids wear pajamas to bed, but Kenzie wears pajamas and stuff to bed. It's something I've got to get her this. It's a winter pajamas. She's growing from a 12 to a woman's 14. Since very quickly. So yeah. And I hate things on my feet at night. I've like literally, even in the middle of winter, my feet poke out the end of the blankets.
Oh no, my feet have to be covered.
No, mine still poke out. I'm one of those people that put their feet over the edge of the bed. It's my monster warning. That's what I used to tell my kids. I have my my foot at the edge out at the end of the bed, one side hanging over the bed, and I used to tell my kids that it was my monster alert. So if there were monsters under the bed, they'd grab my foot and I would be able to spray the monster spray. We had a monster spray.
Did it work?
Well, they always knew there was a monster spray. Jordan, I used to go into his room and spray the closet, and it was like a fly spray, but it was a monster spray. Oh, Cindy. It's like my dad used to say to me, always go out with clean underwear on because you never know when you might have to go to hospital. Oh yeah, getting old sucks. Yeah.
Hey, Katrina.
I had someone the other day ask me,
Chris wants to know what's this about staying a night? I only get the night.
No, God no. No. You can stay as long as you like. Most of you can actually. What was I saying?
Yeah.
I can't remember now.
Oh,
that was it, yeah. There was a thing on TikTok and it was like, if you're over 30, duet this kind of thing or stitch or whatever, use the sound. And so I did it and I put like that was coming out 49. And I had some friends message me going, "You're not that old." I'm like, "Yeah, I am." I really am coming out 49. Next year's my 50th.
You hit the big 5-0 club.
And I'm not afraid of it. Like people, when I hit 40, I was kind of like, ugh. But now it's kind of like, 50 is nothing. And there's a doctor and a naturopath on TikTok, which I'll actually share with anyone who suffers from PCOS. And he talks about what makes women with PCOS gain weight and stuff. It was really interesting. I was watching some of them last night, and one of the ones is the cortisol hormone, because our body stores cortisol, which is like cortisone. And that is one of the things that you release when you have hives, which will explain why I'm having this rapid weight loss at the moment, because my body is releasing the cortisol out of my body and it's not storing it. So therefore it's not sucking onto everything I eat. Oh, 60, the sexy 60s. Yeah, I'm going to hit nifty 50s.
I hit 55 this year.
Oh, I'll have to have a look on that. Oh, your tombstone year. Yeah, I had a giggle over mine too. I think it was Cindy. I think it was the one that shared that first. And I kind of hopped on the bandwagon. 30, I didn't mind.
I can remember for my 30th birthday, my first ex-husband wasn't going to do anything for me. and friends of mine turned up with booze.
Let me tell you, Christopher, I am in my 40s. It has been an interesting life learning experience being in my 40s. I've realized there are certain things I won't put up with anymore. My whole way of life changed. I stopped being a doormat. I started standing up for myself. Very much a two-way street. You treat me one way, I'm going to treat you exactly the same way back.
But really, age is just a number.
Yeah, I reckon in your 40s, though, it's when you kind of start maturing a little bit more and you start realizing there is more to life than what you've got, 57. Oh, Robert, you do not look 57, Cassandra, at all. 60 in March. You don't look 60 either.
Sarah's just a baby.
Yeah, she's a baby. Christopher, I would not have picked you for 40 either.
No.
Early 30s, definitely, but not 40s. Yeah,
Michelle, I would agree on that too. When I was younger, I didn't speak up much. As I get older, I speak up a lot more.
Christopher, I've been grey since I was in my 30s.
Oh, Christopher, you're not an old man. I'll come and smack you one.
Yeah. Look, honestly, I started going grey in my 30s, and that's when the bright hair colours started coming.
I started going grey in my 20s.
Most of my tattoos I've got in my 30s and 40s.
It started with one hair and went from there.
Oh, Christopher, I love your plump and fresh face. You are my
squishy man.
Rory saw your...
Jeremy, I do not believe you are 45. You do not...
I don't call Chris either.
Chris doesn't look like he's in his 40s. You both have aged really well.
I hated the if I wasn't... Yeah, Katrina, that's where I'm at. I wasn't quite where I wanted to be. And I can honestly say in the last 9 months, I'm more where we're, like Rory and I were talking about it last night, we are more where we wanted to be financially, physically, mentally, and emotionally, and as a couple than what we've ever been. So life is good right now, despite the hard, rough times you get,
I honestly thought when I seen Jeremy's face on video, he was in his 30s. I wouldn't have picked him for 45.
Kat, that map you just sent me, you do not look that far away from me, but I know in distance it would be. Because I'm just down, if you look where the L is, and go straight up and almost in line to that dot where it says Melbourne, that's where I am, roughly.
Oh, yeah, she's not that far. She's only... I mean, we wouldn't take her driving your car.
No, maybe the blue one.
Yeah, the blue one would do it.
Yeah.
If I had my car down here, we would have.
It's like, so what you're saying, Chris, it's like diarrhea, it runs in your genes. Oh, look, the last time I got ID'd, I was in I think it was like 41 or 42. I got ID'd.
I used to be able to walk in pubs at 16 and not get ID'd.
Oh, no, Michelle. I hope she's all right. Enjoy your dinner and sending much love and healing to your mother-in-law. Yeah, yeah. I mean,
Bye-bye, Michelle. Take care.
I suspect how after my late 30s. See, I had to suspect what they thought was a stroke in my 30s. It was really just migraines, but yeah. I've got friends in Canberra. I've got lots of friends in Canberra. My photography mentor and one of my dearest friends lives up there, and I am hoping to get up there for a holiday, but I have to organise respite care.
If you think, I'm sorry, no. I'm sorry, if you think Melbourne's cold, Kath, how do you live in Canberra? That place is freezing.
Katrina, you don't look old, honey. I can see your picture. Even with a mask on, you don't look old. Much love, Michelle. Much love. I was meant to, so 2 years ago, I was meant to come to Aussie for my first holiday ever. We booked the tickets and I was flying into Brisbane to see Brooke's wedding. And Brooke, I'll show you a picture of my Brookie. And I was going to be her photographer for her wedding. And then I was flying to Canberra, and I was going to go in the snow with Brendan. We were going to do some nighttime photography and have some fun. And then I was coming down here to do the zoo and meet the gorillas.
And COVID hit?
And fucking COVID hit.
Yeah, I can imagine. I went on a school camp when I was younger to Canberra. And oh my God, this is nothing compared to there. It is brutally cold in Canberra.
I'm going to show you guys a very...
I honestly don't know how it's cold in Canberra, because that's where all the hot air comes from, out of Government House and Parliament.
So technically this is my niece, but she is like a daughter to me. And just to show you guys, she is another mini me. So her babies, I'm Auntie Granny to. I love it.
Cute, Auntie Granny.
Yeah, so she looks like me as well. Her sister Savannah looks very similar to me as well. All the kids look very, very much alike. Oh, see, I don't mind snow, but I like to be able to walk away from it. My first experience was, I grew up around snow because my parents lived in New Plymouth. My grandparents lived in New Plymouth on my dad's side, and before they passed away, we spent a lot of time down there. And we used to spend a lot of time at the beach and up on what was known as Mount Egmont, is now Mount Taranaki. All right, say hi to your Auntie Chris. So yeah, but it's good. Life is, we have lots of little adventures along the way. We have lots of little humps along the way. I look at life as a journey. You have a path. It has you have your main path, and you come off it, and you twist around, and and then there's like tree roots coming over it, and you have to climb over them, and occasionally there's mountains, but you keep climbing and you keep moving forward.
Roses too look like her.
Oh yeah.
Spitting image of her.
Jordan, I shared a picture the other day. It was when I'd had a toothache, and I'd literally just taken a photo of me like half on this side. And when I first came up in my memories, I looked at it and I was like, oh my God, is that Jordan? Because it seriously looked like Jordan. And so I tagged Jordan and I said, no, this looks like you. And he's like, yeah, Mum, it does. I said, but it's me. Strong genes. See, yeah, no, my kids all look like me. Both of them. My nieces and nephews look very similar to me as well. Strong prophet genes. What was that, Sarah? Oh, the path. Angie, I'll smack your ass when I see you for that comment.
Don't make me come over there, Angie.
Chris, with the photos I've seen of your mum, I have to agree, you look like your mum. But you're still my Jerry. You will forever be my Jerry. Now, she'll say that just to get us over there. You know that. Don't threaten her with that.
Oh, she won't like it if I go over there. Because I will kick her ass for putting herself down.
I honestly, Sarah, it's how I view life. I'll bring Rory for a smack. You will not sit down for a month. Boy, I tell you, we have a rule in our house. So when you guys hear me say, I'm going to smack your bum, it's because we have a rule in my house where I used to degrade myself really, really badly. And it was to the point where it was very emotionally and mentally damaging to myself. And Rory literally used to smack my ass if I did it. And he'd tell me how beautiful I was, and he still does. And yeah, so it's when I say I'm going to smack your ass, it's because that's the rule in our house. If you degrade yourself about how you look or who you are as a person, it's a smackable offense. I know, Christopher, she's trying to. One day we will, but I would never live in America. Not with anything. Oh my God, I'm so angry for you guys over there right now. That's a whole different topic. I did one of those age filters and looked like my mum. The boy filter looked like, oh, I know the one you mean. I must admit, I do look a lot like my mum in a lot of ways, but I also I look very much like my dad as well. I'm kind of a really good blend. We were talking about this the other day, weren't we?
Mm-hmm.
I'll show you guys a photo of my real dad in a minute. Let me find photos on here. There we go. Albums. I'll go into my profile pics because I've had him as a profile pic. Christopher, you just need to come and live with us. Seriously. I worry about my LGBTQ friends. I worry about my women friends over there. It scares me. I am scared for you. Okay. So my dad's ex-Navy, as you guys know. Welcome back. So this is my real dad. My son has his ears. So it's my biological dad. And he was very Scottish Italian, and Māori, mainly a little bit of Māori in there, but not much. Yeah. So I think there's definitely similarities to my dad, but I definitely have similarities to my mum. I'm a good blend. Yeah, exactly, Kath. And I was married to a narcissist, not Pete, another one, and it was rammed down my throat growing up that I was never going to be good enough. I was never going to be anything. I was never think. Oh, Chris, welcome. Well, she's welcome. So I didn't believe I was ever worthy of love or anything like that. And my life has taught me different, but it's been a very hard journey to accept. And one of the hardest things I don't talk about on here often is I spent 16 years of my life being sexually abused and growing up, and that rocks your head and plays with your head a lot. And I've done a lot of healing. I am a survivor. I know, Chris, it's quite funny. Some of my older sisters who don't have anything to do with me now are quick to sit there and go, oh, that's my baby sister. I'm like, no, genetically, yes, but no, you've not been in my life. You can piss off. Now, imagine if we opened the door and you saw us standing there, Angie. How would you and Christopher do then?
She would shit herself.
I don't look at me as famous. Well, known, yes. Famous, no. I don't have paparazzi knocking down my door, thank God. Oh, not ever. They'd be told to fuck off. Sarah, if anything can prove to you otherwise that you can be whatever you want to be, you're looking at it in this space right here, because I have always been determined to prove everybody wrong. I am stubborn. My tutors said I would never make anything of my art in the diamond painting world, and here we are.
The thing is, people can turn around and say to you out there that you're never going to achieve anything. You're never going to make anything with your life. You're never going to do this. You're never going to do that. But they don't have a crystal ball. They don't know. It's what they are assuming. And I always say, never assume, because it makes an ass out of you and me. The thing is, if someone has turned around and told you you can't do it, you're never going to do it, you're never going to do this, you're not good enough, you're too fat, you're too skinny. I went to hospital. We had, back when I was 18 years of age, I had been with my husband for a couple of years. We weren't married at the time. This was my first husband. And we had a car accident, and I went to hospital. And the doctor very rudely told me, I will never forget it, because they couldn't take blood. My veins collapsed when I go to get blood taken. And this asshole turned around to me and said, next time you decide to come to hospital, lose weight.
I've heard that, mate, since I was 16, 17.
Now, if people can't accept you for who you are, then they aren't worth being in your life. The best thing you can do for someone who has turned around and put you down all your life is turn around and make something of yourself.
Look, As a child, it's easy to believe what we're fed by our parents. It really is. We don't have the logic or the reasoning that we do as adults. And there's a lot of damage control that we need to do as an adult. But I want you to remember, Sarah, you are valued. You are a valued person, and you matter, and you need to be whatever you want to be.
Take care, sweetheart.
Diane, I'm sending you big squishy loves, honey. Chris, I would be on live if I turned up at your doorstep. And one day, just maybe one day, we might have our own private jet. Never know. Put it out to the universe.
Put those naysayers down. They don't know you. They don't know what you've gone through. And it's time to prove them wrong.
Sarah,
be proud of what you've achieved.
Be proud of who you are as a person, because you're beautiful and you are loved by this community and everyone in this room, us included. So, you know what? Be proud of who you are. You've come through a lot, you've survived a lot, and you're fabulous. So never forget that.
Exactly.
We've all got stories, and this is a good mental health thing, because we do all have stories, and we all have pain and trauma in our lives, and it's how we heal from it that counts the most. Now, Pixie, I heard a little rumor that you have a birthday coming up.
No, I heard the same rumor. I wonder how we heard that rumor. Might have been a little froggy.
Little froggy's going to be in big trouble. And I know that you might not be up to lives, and I'm not going to say why, but I know. And so I want to wish you a very early happy birthday, and I hope you manage to have something wonderful happen on your birthday.
And that's from both of us. It's a little froggy with a big mouth. Yeah.
Now the little froggy's not going to be in big trouble. Oh, you might be next week. You know why, Chris. You know why. I'm just still not warming up. I've not been this cold in age. Not even in New Zealand winter last year. New Zealand and Oropi, we had a warm winter. And I was still running around in shorts and a long singlet last winter.
It is bitterly cold. I live in Queensland. It's not this cold up there. I have a jumper on. I don't have a hoodie on. I should have had a hoodie on.
No, I know you're not, love. And just know that you are in our hearts next week. I might be in trouble next week, Chris. And Jenny.
What have I done?
That little thing that I'm sneakily doing. That we're doing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I know now.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's low this morning.
Yeah. So the good thing is I will actually be able to, even if it's just like in the lounge at night, I'll actually be able to prep some of my artwork at night to render down here overnight, which will be good. And if the computer's busy rendering, I will have the laptop available because I can just change the webcam over.
The laptop will have a webcam on it.
Yeah, no, but like I can just add this this one to it as well.
Yeah.
We love you, Pixie. Okay, so I've been thinking.
Oh God, that's dangerous.
And this is where Stacey's gonna get a bit more work. So I'm thinking about doing a birthday list, so a birthday shout out list, so that we can make sure that we've got everyone's birthdays and wish you happy birthday on the channel on your day. Would you guys like that? Yes, it does. Very much so, Tessa. Why is that? She is special. Yep, you guys. Okay, so we might look at doing that over the next couple of weeks, setting up a birthday shout out list. Yeah, so we can actually wish you guys and acknowledge you on your special day. Because I think you guys are all very special. And I'm curious of what Tessa knows about 14th of August. Because I know what it means to me. Okay, Tessa. So I will tell you guys. You guys have heard me say I had a stillborn at 22 weeks, and that would have been his birth date had he been full term. That is the day I acknowledge Josh. Every year.
Oh my God! I am literally have cold shivers down my spine.
Sorry. But that would have been that was his due date.
From Cairns, I'm still probably a full day. Well, right now, quite a distance away, but when I'm at home, it's probably about an 8 or 9 hour drive from Ayers Rock.
We will be flying.
That's in another state. I would fly there.
Yeah. Okay, so August the 9th is Bridie's anniversary. August the 19th is my second dad's anniversary of his death. And August the 14th would have been Joshua's birthday. So that's why August is a rough month for me.
Mr. Squishy doesn't just want shout outs, he wants offerings and bounty at his feet.
Christopher, you come here for your birthday. I will make you the cake of your dreams. Yeah. Oh, look, honestly, I really want to do a drive trip, and this would be something that I would have to probably fly to New Zealand, get Pete to pick Kenzie up from the airport for 2 weeks, and then fly back and then do it. I would love to drive.
That would be very expensive.
It would be, but it would be the only way I could. I don't know if he would fly over and have the funds.
Oh no, you'd have to pay for him to do that.
Yeah. August is Jackie's birthday.
Awesome. Chris likes that idea. Dog, you're not being much of a hater today.
The only birthday that's left in this house for this year is mine. That's a couple of months away. It's looming really fast. Road trip, yeah. So drive from where I am, and I'd like to drive all the way up to the top of Australia and back. You can send me a cake. Look, if I could send cakes, guys, and them arrive there safely and in the condition I need them to arrive in and actually be edible, I would. Kenzie's already starting to put her order in for next year.
What does she want?
Oh, she's talked about the rainbow cake. Like she's show me, like, you know how I was going to do that rainbow cake, but she's been talking about the jet from the Einsteins. Yeah. Katrina, yeah. Oh, so in August we can all support each other, and in October we can support each other year round, because yeah. I know you're joking, Tessa. I know, but I would. If teleporters exist and I knew that, and they were stable and stuff, I would make you guys birthday cakes and send them to you. Chris, yours will be sent off next week. Yeah. Wi-Fi, baby. Yeah, data. We'll just do a road trip, pick Jenny up, we'll need to hire a minibus and just pick or a camper and pick everyone up along the way. I think there'd be a few who'd want to come. It's called freeze dry as well. No, you don't freeze dry buttercream icing cakes.
Or dry ice.
Send them in the TARDIS. Yeah, all dry ice them. No. You eat them fresh. Though Kenzie will eat buttercream icing any day of the week.
Yeah, that's evident. She loves her icing.
Yeah, she got sweet tooth.
Yeah, the TARDIS wicked. She needs to fix the engine on it. It broke.
At least I could fit everybody in on the TARDIS. We literally we could it'd be awesome if I had a working TARDIS. Literally put the Kenzie in there and away we go to New Zealand, and then we'll drop
her off, and then off we go. And we'd be back before we knew it.
Go around the world, pick everyone up, come back here, have a party. We could have a party on the moon, to be fair, if we had a working TARDIS. We could go anywhere in the world, anywhere in time. Oh, that would be so cool.
If you could go back in time, and I'm not talking about going back to change anything. If you could go back to one point in history and visit someone, who would it be?
That is easy. I would go back to 1973 or 1974 so I could see my dad. That's where I would go. Because that is I have some memories because I was 2 when he died, and I have some memories I can't hear his voice, but I know I have a very strong memory of him singing Nobody's Child to me as a kid. That was the song he sung. I remember reading stories to me at night time. There's little things I remember, but I would like to just be able to hear his voice and of course Sarah. And just be able to smell him and touch him would be nice, and actually hug. I have Bridie on video singing. That is something I have on a disc.
Hey, Jordan.
Hey, my baby boy. How's you? Why aren't you in class? You should be in class. Oh, no, it's lunchtime for you.
That's the mum coming out.
I could pick everybody up. That would be so awesome. We could have in this massive, massive party. Oh, I mean, there's lots of places in history I'd love to go. I'd love to go back to, I'd love to visit Scotland, Aberdeen, and meet my ancestors and stuff like that. Oh, that would be awesome, Chris. Oh, you're done for the day? And you're doing all right? I finished at 12. It's half to. Oh, yeah. Yeah, all right. It's only 10:30 here, okay? Oh, I've still got I'm still thinking I'm hungry, and I just realized I've got my custard dough thing over there. That is my one, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's still really fresh. I'm going to eat on channel, sorry guys, because I am hungry and I'm starting to feel nauseous now that my...
Oh, we're going to get food after this one.
Yeah, but I do need to eat something now. Roaring 20. Oh, that would be awesome. I like that idea. Roaring 20s would be cool. So this is a custard-filled roll. It is really yummy. We found a nice little bonbon cafe, didn't we? The problem is we've got to go through past all the shops, including Kmart, to get to it.
And this girl's saying how I can shop.
Oh my God. It puts me to shame.
Heck yeah. I don't know what point in time I'd go back to.
Wow. Could you imagine what it was like for our grandparents and stuff growing up in totally different eras to us? Like, imagine what they think of our lives now.
Yeah, it'd be a culture shock and a half for someone that was from that era. I don't do shopping all the time, Tessa, but with the emotional roller coaster I've been on and the fact that I bought very little down here in the way of warm clothes, like nothing, except for my hoodie. Couldn't wear my hoodie around all the time, so I needed to actually get some clothes. I'd like to go back and see my great grandmother again. If I could go back that far in time. She was 96 when she passed away. She actually took a fall, broke a hip and passed away. And I can remember walking in with and introducing my first husband to her, and she literally told us that we were going to marry.
There's lots of people in my past I'd love to go and see. My grandparents, both sides. My auntie Sylvie. I had this little auntie who was a little person, but she was round, and I used to love spending nights at her house because I'd get spoiled. But she looked after me once when Mum was in hospital, and I was about 4, maybe 5, and I ran across the road, and she'd brought 2 fly swats. For those that don't know, they're plastic things, like square things, and you whack flies with them, like you hit flies with them. Well, she had 2 of them wrapped up in brown paper, and I ran across the road as a kid, and I wore those across my arms. Yeah, I never ran across the road again.
Sarah, there are many reasons why back in those days things like that would have happened. It could have been economic circumstances. It could have been whatever.
Cultures, different time and different eras.
It was, and the thing I look at, as hard as we have life, and as hard as life is with a bitch it can be at times, and the circumstances you go through, it actually makes you the person you are today. It gives you that strength, and has taught you those lessons to be able to guide your children and grandchildren and generations until you pass on. It gives you the strength to guide them and try not to make the mistakes. If you're not making the mistakes that were made back then you are learning, you are evolving, and you are turning into the person you're meant to be. We don't know why things happen. Things happen for many reasons. There's no explanation, but we have to go with it, and we have to grow with it.
Yeah. That was good too, Jimmy.
Okay, you go back and meet grandparents. Okay, if you can meet, I'm gonna push this a little bit further. If you could meet someone famous, someone from history that has possibly been a contributing factor to your way of thinking today, if that makes sense.
It's easy for me, and I have met him, so it would just be a re-meet.
No, someone you haven't met. If it was someone in history, right, that has been an influence to how you have grown. Because it's easy to say, I'd like to go back and meet someone you've met, but if it's someone in history that wouldn't know you from a bar of soap, but has been an influence, and you could sit there and pick their brains.
So my problem is I had a famous person who impacted my life in such a huge way that I actually quote what he said to me, to my children, quite often. So that's a hard one for me. So
okay, if you could go back and meet someone art-wise in history that has been an influence in your life.
Van Gogh, every step of the way. I would love to meet Van Gogh. Seriously, he has such an amazing impact on my life. Before Doctor Who, I might add. Van Gogh, Da Vinci, definitely. Michelangelo, all the I would love.
So any of the greats.
Just a couple of them. I don't actually like all of them. Rembrandt. Oh my God, I'd love to sit down with him and talk portrait art and portraitures, like, because that's my main. Animal portraits or human portraits. That's what I love to do the most. So yeah, that would be definitely Mozart. Yeah, Chris. Well, the earlier reincarnations of me, you might not enjoy them.
Pre-art.
Mozart, that would be an interesting one. I used to play Mozart. I don't know if we've actually got anyone famous in our family. I'll have to go and have a look. Oh no, we do have on my dad's mum's side, so my grandmother on my dad's side. She goes back to Salem witches. That would be kind of cool. And those and my pagan sisters in here would understand the logic behind that one. That's our line. That she comes from the Salem witches rather than Scotland, but oh my God, yes. I studied William Shakespeare in fifth form, which is like you're about 15, 16. And I studied him, all his plays and stuff, just because I had a research assignment to do on someone famous in English, and I chose William Shakespeare. I used to play the flute too, Sarah. I played the flute, the saxophone, the clarinet drove me crazy. I played the piano, I can play the guitar. I haven't touched it in years. I was very musical when I was younger. Nicholas Tesla, wasn't he the one that made the light bulb? Was it Tesla? Can't remember now.
Thomas Edison.
Welcome back, Kat.
Welcome back, Kat. You have to. I guess if you went back and saw Edison, you'd have to wonder what his train of thought was as to why he created the light bulb. But what I would love to know is what he called it back then.
Because it would have been a light bulb. No, it's a model name.
Exactly. It's like the telephone when that was created, when Alexander Graham Bell created the telephone. It wasn't the telephone back then. So what did they call it? Agatha Christie, she would be awesome to see.
There's a Doctor Who episode, Christopher, based around her disappearance that you would probably really enjoy if you're an Agatha Christie fan. For those that missed it last night too, talking about Agatha Christie, where the room and the murder weapon for the mystery event has been officially chosen, and I'm not telling you what it is.
You've got to figure that out.
The talking device. Okay.
I'm going to put the heater on for
Yeah, I'm freezing.
It is bitter. I'm going to make sure the back door's closed.
Mm-hmm.
So if the cat's out, the damn cat can stay out.
So guys, I'm eating and vaping because I didn't do either this morning. I love history. I wanted to be an archaeologist of all things. But we moved around a lot as kids, and so I chopped and changed schools, and when I shifted to Rodney College in Wellsford, the classes I wanted to do were already full up. So I wanted to study history, and I wanted to do human biology, and because that was always my plan. I mean, I did typing, sewing, and cooking from a very, very young age. Yeah. You should, I'll find out the name of the episodes. I can't remember off the top of my head. And I'll go Google it now for you, Christopher. And if you can find it, definitely watch it because I think you would like it. There it is. It's called The Unicorn and the Wasp, and it's the 7th episode of the 4th series in the New Who. So yeah, definitely watch that if you can get the chance. Yeah.
Let there be heat.
Mine are in Oxfordshire. So there is one of my things I really want to do before I'm too old to do it is I want to go to England where my Scottish ancestors settled, and that's in Oxfordshire. There is a whole cemetery with my ancestors in it, and I would really love to just go find them and put a flower on each of their graves. There's like about 50 or 60 of them from over the years. Me too, Sarah. I was an Egyptian pagan for a long time, so the history of Egypt was something that still fascinates me, but Scotland's probably more my thing, definitely now. Your birth, oh wow. Now that would be uncanny if we were related, Sarah. That would be very uncanny because our lineage from my dad's side is very strong in Oxfordshire. I've actually done the research on that one myself, so I know, yeah, that would be really cool. Imagine if we were distant cousins. That's a possibility. I'm also part Welsh, apparently. But I just look at it as Scottish because like my main ancestry goes all the way back to the Picts. So
Actually,
that's how I look at it.
I want to go over to Ireland and research my family history over there.
You can do a lot of it through the ancestry.
I've got a lot of it. I have a lot of research done, but I need to go to their birth records over there because I can only get so much of it.
I actually have some of mine actually. Yeah.
I've got a mountain of mine, and I found cousins that I didn't know even existed.
I've got a half brother somewhere, but I have no idea where he is. The prophet story. Now, over the decades, over the centuries, actually, our name's been changed from Prophet to, and there's versions of our family that still spell that way.
They actually did that when they come over to Australia to make it easier. 2
F's, 2 T's, 1 F, 1 T, 2 F's, 1 T, 2 T's, 1 F. Yeah. It is originated from the Pictish race. It's of uncertain origin. We were the savage and barbaric people of Celtic stock. There you go.
You evil witch.
Yeah. So for those that don't know, the Picts were called the painted ones because they were either tattooed blue or they just painted themselves blue. It's a very thin line. No one really knows.
When you talk about the Picts, was that the?
It's what they call the Aborigines from Scotland.
Was that like the Braveheart sort
of? Way before then.
Well, that's when you say blue. That's what I relate.
That's where it all started. The painting of Scottish.
Who is James Prophet?
I know a James Prophet. He is my nephew. Blonde-haired, blue-eyed, not a little boy. He's in his teen. He's 18, I think now. 18, 19. That is my nephew. I also have a grandfather called James Prophet. A grandfather or a great-grandfather or something like that. I actually haven't read this for quite some time. Warwickshire is another one. That was one of my great many greats. My 9th great-grandfather was called Enoch. Oh, yeah, he's my nephew. Yeah, I know who you mean. Yeah.
Oh, this is now getting beyond the ridiculousness, cats and dogs. Look at this.
Oh yeah, big goober. Yeah. So Richard Prophet, which was spelled Prophet, was from Roxton, Oxfordshire. There we go. I actually have like a big I know, I like that. I love that name. Jordan should be thankful I didn't know that before he was born. He would have ended up being an Enoch. But yeah, like I have like family bits of my family tree. I actually have it all digitally as well. Yeah. Oh hi, running with fire. Now that is Jeremy, isn't it? He's coming on his other one.
Confuse me, why don't you?
So I've managed to trace it back. Yeah, I've managed to trace back on ancestry.com back to Enoch. And then probably a little bit further up, but I can't. It's around about that generation where they went from Scotland to England. And then they came out to New Zealand. And then, so yeah, but I've got family here on my dad's side. Yeah, they did, and back in those days, it's what they did to me. They feuded. It's all right, Jeremy. You just confused me for a second. And I think the more school thing that come in, what upsets me the most on this, and this is very typical of what I found happened in my family, is there is lists of every other one of my cousins listed here. My dad is listed here. Death date's wrong. Don't even have his birth date right. And we're not mentioned at all. It's like we didn't exist.
Except for your birthday.
According to the family tree, all my other cousins are listed. I've got all of their names here. Half of them I wouldn't even know. But we're not on here at all.
Well, that's not nice.
Hmm.
That's better, Jeremy. Now I know who you are.
But I have a birth certificate that proves that I am definitely. But we have a family shield and we have a family crest. But I have access to a lot of it. But yeah, I have my grandmother's will, which everything disappeared on. And we mentioned in my grandma's will. I have the registry for my not on my mum's side. See, they've got his date of death wrong. They've got it down as the 20th of October, but it actually was not. I have the original copy of the original funeral costs with the director for Dad. The authority. This is all my paperwork. I treasure this because this is like
agree.
the last.
I agree, Ange.
Yeah, we are on the digital version, but there was to be fair, and I have to give credit to fairness. That there was after Dad died, there was a lot of distance, and we didn't have a lot to do with it. I met his sister, his baby sister. I walked in. I was probably about 10, 11. And I walked into the post office, as it was called back then, and that's where you put your bank money. And I was banking my pocket money in there. And she took one look at me and she asked me what my dad's name was. And I said, which one? She goes, oh, your real dad. And I said my real dad's name. This woman burst into tears behind the counter because it was my Auntie Lynn, and that's the one I had this for. And she was the first one in the family to acknowledge that I was part of the family. So, Yeah, I want to do one of those too. So this is like the internment certificate for my dad when he died. Oh, that's the proper certificate there. So he was cause of death due to drowning while under the influence of alcohol. And he had an inquest on the 17th of December 1975. I have the funeral account.
My grandfather had an inquest, but I haven't got the paperwork.
Yeah.
Because he drowned.
It wasn't until I got the original like a lot of this is just like thing, but his original death certificate, he actually he was found by a Samantha fishing boat. Yeah, well, a lot of it was due to family disagreements. There was a lot of anger after my dad unexpectedly died because that was an accident. So his father's name was William Prophet. My grandmother's name was Phyllis. I have very blurred versions of this thing. I did used to have photos of because they did a sketch of like a composite sketch of what they suspected he would have looked like because he'd been in the water for 10 days. There wasn't a lot left, sadly. And they did the sketch, and I had the original article of that for years. I don't know what's happened to that over the years. It's mum's family. This is my sister's. I have a sister between Willie and I. But I'd love to do a DNA test. I know I'm definitely Scottish. That's a very strong, definite. I know that one. I actually have had a DNA testing done, but I haven't had it compared because with the breast cancer, my auntie had BRCA1, and it was quite a strong line, and I had to be tested for that. So I actually do know that my dad was my dad. Oh, wow. Okay, so what you glow in the dark? I really want to do one. I really do want to get the results. Yeah.
I know what part of my heritage is, and I know I've got English and Irish blood in me.
Yeah. I mean, I'm so white. Apparently, there is a little bit of molding in our family, but I do know I've got two cousins who are Māori, but they were adopted, so I don't know if that's where it comes from, or like it's just something that's just been said in the family and make them feel part of it, or what. Oh no, that's annoying. So now that I've got the ring light, I will be doing an unboxing sometime over the next week, or going well, as long as timing allows us. Must unbox that mermaid. She's starting to scream. She needs to be hung as well.
She's going, listen, bitch, let me out the box.
Yeah.
You let the other one out, now let me out.
You do look like a Viking, Chris. Like I've got a lot of friends who have Viking ancestry. Who do you think you were when they have it in their trees? Trace far back when they go into yeah, see, we've got a lot. There's a lot of skeletons in our closet. Like we had ancestors burned in Salem, for being witches and stuff. Okay, they probably were, to be fair, but yeah. Yeah, I know you're part Dutch. Yeah, I mean, like I know I'm Scottish. There is a little touch of Egyptian that's thrown in there somewhere. There's little bits I know, but I'd like to map it and see exactly. That'd be a really good thing for me to do for my 50th, I reckon, next year. I should do Rory's as well, because Rory's adopted. So it'd be quite nice for him to. Might do us both next year. And I think it's important for your children to know their ancestry too. For those of us that have got kids or planning children, it's really good to know. We did a genetic mapping as in what could possibly happen, and that was because but that was after Kenzie that we all had that done, and that's how we got the 4P dupe with her. I don't know, Sarah. I don't know. Look,
Awesome, Jeremy.
I'm brown. I love Richard Marx. I follow him on TikTok. He is he's still got it. Like I've sung along with some of his. I grew up. He was on my wall on a poster, and oh my gosh.
Now I'm jealous of that.
Frankie Jesse James. I met Freddie Mercury. That's about my thing of clasp of fame. My dad had a son before. Look, Kath, I understand. I have we believe was a little boy born after my dad died. So he's younger than me. So I have a little half brother somewhere. But he's never reached out. He's never tried to find us.
Maybe he doesn't know.
Yeah. So I'm just hoping that one day he might try and track me down and find me. And then I can tell him how amazing his dad was. We go right back, yeah. Like I said, trace back to Enoch, my ninth great grandfather. But I'd love to. So many stories get lost, eh? Like this is why I think I'm big on stories, because there's so many in the past that have been lost. Maybe, Kath. Yeah, maybe. I'll see. I love Cliff Richard. I do. We're all going on a summer holiday.
Who was the guy from The Young Ones who died?
Rick Mail.
I knew his cousin.
Oh, he used to make me.
Some stories.
Drop Dead Fred. I love that movie. My favorite one of his. Yeah, I should have to do that. I connected with some. There was a very distant cousin I found who still lives in Oxfordshire. And that's how I knew about the cemetery being quite filled with our ancestors and stuff. I do know in Aberdeen and Aberdeenshire there is burial grounds where my ancestors are buried. I think it's a war one in Aberdeen where my ancestors fought the Vikings, and when the Vikings invaded Scotland.
I know a lot of my ancestors come from Cork in Ireland and Kent in England.
Yeah, they do get forgotten. It's a shame, because those stories are part of who we are as well, generations and generations removed. And I think maybe that's why I have a ginger fetish. But I seem to attract Vikings into my life. I've got quite a few friends who are of Viking heritage, which is so there's I honestly think that there's a blood tie in there somewhere in the past. Well, Kath, that wouldn't surprise me with some of my family, to be honest.
Yeah, but really, with a
No, I
bad thing,
haven't.
how bad was a bad thing? I mean, when they brought the convicts over to Australia and settled them in Australia because they wanted to get rid of them out of their own country.
So that's how you got here.
Yeah, that's how I got here. But I mean, it might be for as simple as stealing a loaf of bread, and they got exiled for the rest of their lives, but taking a loaf of bread.
But there was a lot of people got sent to the colonies in America for the same reason, because they were they'd fought with Prince Charles, the Bonnie Prince Charles and Scott, to try and free Scotland, and they were put away and sent away to another land. So it was quite common. There is a little township in Australia, I shit you not. Bye, Elizabeth. Where the Norley family, which was on my mum's side, so it's a little township of Norley, that is actually named after my grandmother's family. So I am actually part Australian, because one of my great grandfathers was born here. So how's that?
Okay, Kath. Yeah, I've got a family member who is a really bad boy.
Yeah, so have I.
But we all have those skeletons in our closet.
Mm. Mine rang me the other day out of the blue, which was just weird. I acknowledge I have family members that aren't good, but they're not in my life, and that's the way they stay. And for good reason. That is really cool, Sarah. Yeah. So I've actually, because like Rory and I aren't married as such, we've been together for coming up 13 years, but I actually have converted back to my maiden name, and Prophet is my maiden name. So that's, and I do that in honor of my dad. Kath, I will tell you some stories which I won't make public, but yeah, I have a few too. Yeah, I think we all had some few ones. Right up there with the R and the M. So yeah, we've been together for a while. Night, Cassandra. Sleep well, love.
Night, Cassandra, and thank you very much, sweetheart.
This is a typical chat of ours. We end up on many topics. This is what I love about our channel, is we can talk about anything, and we just.
Well, we need to go and organise food because I'm starving.
We've got 20 minutes of live. Can you handle it? Wait that long?
Oh, I thought it was. No.
Oh, no, it's not. No, it's right. We're over time now. I didn't realize that. It's been, I was thinking 7:30 night time.
Still waiting on the notification. So whenever it comes, it comes. Oh, Kath, I can imagine. Yeah. That would be the same for Jordan and Kenzie as well. Gary, we have a fun night planned at Grace's tomorrow night. Are we going to do a live tonight?
Oh, no.
No, we probably won't be live tonight because I'm exhausted.
We all are. I think a nice quiet night. And if all going well, I'll be setting up programming on a laptop. So
yeah, I'm just waiting for the bank to.
Oh no, that wasn't a. Yeah, that's not. It's out of our control.
I'm getting peeked at it because normally it doesn't take this long.
It's an email.
But we need to go and get something.
Yeah.
To eat.
We can just duck down to Stockland and grab something.
Yep. Yeah, we will. We plan on having a ball. There will be no business talk tomorrow night. So if we come online, please, no business questions because I'll be too drunk to answer them.
No, yeah.
And you won't get a proper answer. It'll be all garbled.
Yeah, we've got dice. We've got the 2 dice. No,
We have dice now?
Yeah, because Cluedo's got dice.
Oh, cool.
The number
Didn't they have the weapon dice in it?
No, let's have a look. For those that missed it, it's officially here. Boom.
So, Stacey, you're safe tonight. So, put olive oil away till next week.
I will be sleeping in tomorrow. So, in this envelope is the.
Don't forget the device for the thing.
Yeah, I know what she means. And here is the weapon, the murder weapon, and the room that the murder is in. No, it's just got.
Oh, we have to go and get some provisions today.
There's a liquor store right across the road. 4, 5, 6. Yeah.
We plan on it, so expect to see some pop-up lives from Gracie's, either on Gracie's account or our account. Tomorrow night, we plan on getting ourselves a little bit drunk.
Oh, I'm so excited about this. Like, I really am.
We have to actually go and make something this afternoon.
We do. We have to clean the kitchen up first.
Yes.
Good night, Sarah Love. Sending you much love. Awesome. Thank you, Stacey.
Thank you, Sarah. Much love to you.
Night, Pixie. Good luck for next week. Sending much love.
Okay, everybody, we are out of here. We're going to get some food.
Yeah.
And we're going to come back and get a little bit of work done, like housework.
Yeah, do some washing. I need some clean clothes. I need to get my washing done. And with the heater on, it'll dry really quick. So that'll be good. Yeah, Kath, we are.
No, not tonight. We're gonna take a down night tonight. Yeah, we're making Jello shots. We're making Jello shots, Rose and Jenny style.
We need to get some snaps too. I've got an idea. I've got a couple of ideas.
Okay. We are about to go shopping.
All right, guys. We're going to an alcohol store, even better. Ta-da, guys. Love you. Bless your bums. Be nice. Remember, be careful, be considerate, be loving to other people because you never know what they're going through.
Exactly.
What was that? It's my day off, so I think it might be with Thursday Eve. I'm not sure. Yeah, it's about that, Stacey. Yeah. All right, guys. Okay. Love you.
Love you a lot.
Bye.